So, would appear that's working. I'm just going to listen to myself pretty fast. Yeah, that's fine. Stream is healthy. Cool. Go back over here. What's up, walking toaster? Last thing I wanted to do was check. Yeah, the positioning of that's wrong. There we go. And of course, it's nighttime in game. All right. Yo, Poplar. Let's get this rolling. There you go. Actually saw me. I was sort of wondering if I was still in God mode. All right, that was a crit. Zombie's kind of loud too. Well, let me do this. We don't actually need a lot of zombie sound. Oh, that's why that's so loud. Sorry, I had swapped to build 41 and back again, and it ruins all the settings. Hi there, Ben. Why did that do so little XP gain? Can I? Oh, I have to manually move it. Can I boost my mic gain a bit? Are you on a cell phone or something? Oh, the song's just really loud. This is a stream? Yeah, it is a stream. Yeah, let me do that. I'll listen to that again real fast. You on desktop? Yep, seems fine to me. Hey there, Rusty. Glad you enjoy it. All right. Darn, it didn't happen again. I was wondering why that one swing just made no XP gain for the other one. I guess it's that one. Some got hit for 0.4 in the right forearm. Oh, it had 80% defense. Wait, was the zombie wearing armor? Hold up. I don't even know which one it was. Is it the suit jacket zombie? Oh, maybe it's a leather coat. I didn't even think about that. All right, so that's another layer. Hey there, Dusty the mechanic. What's going on? I'm quiet relative to the video you're just watching, but I could still hear you. Hey, Magnamoon. Magnamon. How's it going? I am actually going to turn it so I can hear the songs too now. There we go. All right, so if I see a very low experience gain tick, it's because I actually hit an armored zombie. I wonder, hold up, let's try to actually get a like a leather coat zombie. Hey, Rusty. Thank you for the Pound? Or is that a euro? I think it's a pound. Testing weapon damage? Kind of. So hold up. Let me just push a couple times. Yeah, no, it finally popped up and showed the whole thing to me, so I could see it's a pound. So you see how it says invisible muscle strain has no effect on the player. What I noticed is let's see here. I think I need to take it up above 8 with a 2-hand. So I'll go up to 9 muscle strain, right? Debug has no effect on the player. Now, obviously, anyone not playing in debug would never see that. But if I hit, I mean, you can see the XP gain pretty easily. I don't know if you can read the debug in the bottom. But so I hit him like 4 or 5 times right there. Hold up. Let's see here. 0.69 for damage. 2.5 and then 2.5. .69 twice, 1.8 twice, and I was getting like a little bit less XP. Now, if I go to God mode and I just hit a zombie without any muscle strain, it's, oh my gosh, I hit for 24 for a headshot on the ground. That's crazy. Thank you for the follow, Ackberg. It's like consistently a little bit more, right? So there's like 1 point. Let's see here. What was the... Oh, does that get cleared when I go God mode and back again? I might have to use that. Yeah, it kind of gets a line break if I go God mode and back again. I'll do that after like every fight. So we got 1 damage, 1.2, 2.5, which was a crit, so it knocked a zombie down. You finally caught me live. Only PZ content creator you trust with info. I mean, I shouldn't be the only one you trust with info. There's a lot of good ones. But I do also normally stream like 12 hours later than now. So the other side of the clock. You found running muscle strain at 0.75 feels best for you. You can still deal with more than a handful of zombies without tapping out. You still can't go crazy and take out entire hordes. Yeah. Who do I reference for info? Oh, shoot. Let's see here. Mr. Lamprey. 1 second. I got a phone call. All right. Can someone tell me why you shouldn't make a base in build 42? I don't see any reason not to make a base in build 42. I guess, you know, there's a lot of new content map wise. Maybe you should just be a nomad and explore things. Especially after they do like the patch with all the recipe fixes. I feel like making a base is pretty viable. But speaking of the people who I reference info from, so we got Mr. Lamprey, we got Allison Adventure, Bonsai, who's currently called Only Bonds, They all do good testing. I'm sure there's others. Like I think Animal Exquiz does testing rarely. Anyone got the 1000? Oh, the like 1 less milliliter. So there's a couple things like the saucepan or whatever you can't boil water in, but basically start your fire, your heat source, take your thing out of it and put it back in, and it should boil. You be on the reference list even if you're not. You don't do any testing. If you don't do any testing, I can't really put you on the reference list now, can I? Yeah, and I'm sure there's others that I'm forgetting about right now. But there's plenty of content creators who'll they'll do like in-depth testing for one thing or something, but they don't just only ever do it. Does heavy weight increased exhaustion affect the rate of muscle strain? What do you mean by increased exhaustion? Because that's different from carrying too much. We test how zombies here flew through floors. As far as I can tell, it's the same as Build 41, but they're just absolutely terrible at going downstairs to get to you. Do the water purification tablets do anything? In the current build I'm playing right now, which is 42.0.2, they don't do anything. The slow metabolism negative trait. Oh! So like having your weight too high? Hold up. Well, there's two ways it could mess with it, which would be the amount you generate when you swing, right? Let me God mode real fast. So that's making, I think it's 0.51. Oh, it's like 0.53 muscle strain. The other way it could mess with you is the recovery rate, which I've been working on, but I haven't gotten all the data in. Actually, I can just make myself overweight. Wait, you start at like 95, right? Wouldn't logically zombies be terrible at going up and down stairs? Yeah. Actually, I would actually argue the zombies already updated. The zombies are way too smart. I would say overweight does not have a direct effect on your muscle strain, and it looks like it's regenerating at the same speed as it does. I'd have to die and spawn with that trait itself to truly confirm it. Hello, wandering Benzo. That name's so good. Slow metabolism might be low-key positive trait. So right now it's bugged. I did some testing with it. Hold on, here I can show you this pretty easily. So on the left is your weight. On the right is the amount of calories necessary to start gaining weight. So obviously you don't care about the calories necessary at 95 weight, but at 75, which is the lowest you can go before you be underweight, it's actually 100 higher, I think. No, it's more than 100 higher than normal metabolism. So it actually costs you more to gain weight for some reason, and a lot of people have just said it's bugged, and I assume it is just bugged. So for right now, it's not a positive. The other thing is fishing right now is so good at getting you calories. Fast metabolism might be better because then you don't have to spend time getting other forms of calories. Because on my fishing character, I have to like go around looting cans of food just so I'm not starving of hunger from trying to avoid going overweight. All right, do you look like you have armor on? No, you don't. Oh, that was a crit. All right. Yeah, that's another crit. Okay, that. Do a little clear on that. Can you guys see the text on the bottom? It's probably just impossible to read for you guys. All right, that wasn't bad. He had armor on. That must be the lumberjack. Yeah, 5% was applied. So that zombie that had 80% reduction, what was that coming from? Because there's only a leather jacket down here. They didn't have a second shirt on. Suit jacket. No, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. I need to find a leather jacket zombie and hit it a couple times. With a crowbar that does like no damage. You ended up getting a mod to check out why your character didn't get his strength XP bonus. You had too much protein. Oh, you hit the protein cap. Yeah. Hey there, Tweenie. Okay, there's just a cute cat in the way. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is kind of in the way, isn't it? Here. There we go. Move it a little bit farther over. All right, go God mode to make a break in it. Maybe spawn a biker. Ooh. That's a good one. Can I... Biker? Oh, nope, I can't type biker in. I thought you used to be able to. Oh, there's armor tests. Here we go. Well, I don't want a zombie in metal armor. I want a biker. Yeah. Oh, they have a helmet on. All right, 15% defense on the left hand. Left hand again. Left hand a third time. Left forearm, no defense. That one doesn't even have a leather jacket on. I'll just kill it. For a soldier. Oh, that's right. Their stuff does have a lot on it. 0 defense. I was hitting the head. Left upper arm, 80%. Okay, what are you wearing? So that reduced my damage by a huge amount. Bring my inventory back. Leather jacket, 40 scratch defense. Is the leather jacket bugged? Left upper arm. Oh god. The console got like hella cleared by that. 80% left upper arm. What else do you have on that could cover your arm? A t-shirt? No. This doesn't make any sense. Oh, they had skinny leather pants on. Maybe the t-shirt for upper arm? It doesn't have any armor. Nothing. Can the leather pants do the effect? I don't know. I'd have to find one to spawn without the leather pants, right? Zombie night sounds pretty bad. Probably so if it's going to reduce your damage by 80%. Uh-oh. Who raided in? I missed it. Kella. I haven't seen you before. What were you up to? Welcome in, Mr. Brandwin and Sugar Spice. For some reason my chat's paused. Oh, I did that wrong. What were you up to? What brings you in? Thank you for the raid. All right, back to hitting leather armored zombies. You're playing your first playthrough of DS3. Ooh. Leather jackets, 80% blunt resist. I mean, it doesn't say anything about... Here, let me get a... I'll get a katana, right? Katanas are sharp. Yeah, perfect. Let's find another leather jacket zombie. How are you feeling about Dark Souls 3? If I remember correctly, people didn't like that one, right? Or is it Dark Souls 2? You know, the motorcycle helmet causes your melee to do almost nothing. Isn't the motorcycle helmet 100% scratch reduction? I killed a motorcycle helmet zombie. Yeah, 100% scratch and bite defense. So you just do no damage. PS3 is super nice. Am I forgetting which one I'm talking about here? It's entirely possible. Very hit or miss. Not enjoying the general mob so much, but loving the bosses. All right, the bosses are pretty good. I remember that. All right, this guy's got a jacket on too. Let me hit him real fast. Okay, so the katana's a little strong. No jacket. Am I finding build 42? Oh, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Eventually I'll get another one with a jacket on. Oh, here we go. Hopefully I hit him in the arm. Oh, yep. All right, hold up. Let's pause before I kill this zombie. So, it got hit in the right upper arm for 3.1 out of 16, whatever that means. A total defense of 80% was applied, so it got hit for 2.7. DS2 is the one the community doesn't like? Okay, there we go. Couldn't remember. You found a house, but instead of being full of toilet paper, it was full of coffee. I mean, that's awesome. You have an entire bucket of coffee now. Does discomfort affect anything? I'll have to put some armor on and see. So instead of 80% damage reduction, it's 80% of damage. I don't really know yet. Right? So the hit before, right? I hit a zombie in the right upper arm for 16 out of 16 after the total defense is 0%. So it reduces your max number, right, by 80%, because 3 out of 16 is basically 80%, right? And then it goes through the rest of the damage calculation, and it came out as a hit at 2.7. Because the one before, which is 16 out of 16, it goes through the damage calculation, it comes out as 17.7. Have I found issues with aiming changing orientation? Like, I'm aiming straight ahead, but after killing one Z, it shifts and it's now aiming 90 degrees away. I've never had an issue like that. And you never even considered these numbers before? I don't think zombie armor... I mean, I think there was zombie armor before, right? But I don't think it mattered as much in, like, build 41. Three out of 16. Well, it's like 3.2 because it's 0.19. So, you know, that's about 20% of the damage. as like the base damage. I don't know how to explain this, but anyways, so whatever number is going in gets reduced by 80% because you hit a leather jacket. The thing is, the leather jacket only says it reduces damage by 40%. So that doesn't seem right. Let me see if I get another hit on his arm. Oh, look at that. Another one. All right. In the right forearm for same amount. So the amount of, wait, is the amount I do the same every time and then it gets changed up? Doubled armor, layers maybe? I'm going to see what he's wearing after I kill him. Hold up, I think I saw a 7 comment again. There we go. There's maybe some system trying to compensate for 3D messing up. Seems avoidable. If I let off aim for a split second, it recalibrates. Are you talking about with the gun? Because like my character doesn't just turn or anything. My mouse doesn't randomly move. Like, I don't know. Encountered a ram for the first time, noticed him chasing you, thought you'd pet him, and he hit you once and slit your throat and you died. Oh no. Yeah, the male animals will mess you up if they're stressed out. Oh yeah, so the guns are, so this is the, oh hold up, I need to make it show the mouse. Show mouse cursor while aiming. Here we go. So you see my mouse cursor is at the top of the ISO, but my character is actually aiming at the bottom of it. So right over the thing. With guns, it doesn't show you the drop down. So my cursor is like where the bullseye is. And it gets very confusing at times for people. And I don't know why they set it up like that. I assume they just forgot. Or something like that. Like they forgot that the game has an offset in the first place. The second number is the damage I would have done. Well, I've wiped the damage off the list, sadly, by opening all the menus. How's the testing going? Well, I've already discovered that it seems like the armor is applying too much. Hold up. Let's back out of this and look at... So this is an apocalypse run. I remember there's a, like, in the sandbox settings, there's like a how much zombie armor applies. Maybe it's doubling it. What if the zombie's wearing something else? Yeah, it was the leather jacket was doing it. Hold up, I gotta check. Would it be in zombie? I remember seeing the armor thing somewhere. Maybe if I hit advanced, I'll see it. Zombie armor factor 2. All right, so it is getting multiplied by 2. And the maximum armor they can have is 85%. All right, so that makes way more sense now. So it's working exactly how it's supposed to. I just wasn't aware that the multiplier was 2 by default. The screen's super dope. I love this mod. Especially since it's 42 and it's like a broken down house because it's not done yet. I love it. So good. Yeah, that's right. Save. It seems to be scratch defense for player hits. Yeah, it is. Zombies have armor like the clothes. It's the clothes they're wearing. So you can actually spawn zombies in. I've even actually, while I was playing, I met a zombie that was like a welder and had welder gear on and the spiked armor. So I can spawn one in on purpose for you to see. That's spawn vehicle, not zombie. Throw that back down there. The armor test. Coat of plates. Probably metal 2 would be the right one. No, that was the wrong one. But you see, they're in like actual armor. Yeah, he actually has some of the spiky bits. Oh, okay. Now what actually happened there? So I hit him in the left arm. Oh, it was a crit with the katana. That's why he died. I hit him in the left arm. He had a total defense of 85%. And he got hit for 11.8. Which I assume 10 is their full health, right? By default or something like that. Is the leather jacket still good armor for us to wear? If it's not too hot outside, yeah, it's perfectly fine armor. I would still recommend you get the military version of the jacket because it's just less insulation and lets you wear more stuff without overheating. But yeah, I've gotten the leather jacket is like 40% scratch chance or whatever, and 20% to block a bite. And I've had it block bites pretty often, honestly. Then again, getting bit a lot when I'm doing like sprinters. Can not spiky armor harm me if I try to shove them? I believe so. Let's see if this one has spiky armor. I don't see any. Oh, there is some spike on his shoulder. I probably have to push him in the shoulder for it to hit me, right? Lower torso. You feel like the world got colder by default, which helps the armor? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Can you still go pantless because leg attacks are rare avoidable? Yes. It's only the crawlers that can hit your legs. The zombie sound just jump scared you? Sorry. It seems very hard to just hit his one shoulder I need to hit. So I'm just gonna end it. Yeah. So the katana is great anyway. The knee pads are essentially useless, I guess. I mean, if you find, I have noticed that crawlers happen way more often, in my opinion, which I would say means knee pads might not be useless if you're fighting like inside buildings or something where you're unlikely to notice the crawlers. Shove barehanded. Well, that zombie only had it only had one piece of spiky armor. It's on his left shoulder. So getting a push just to hit that, there we go. I actually hit it. I hit his left upper arm and it messed up my hands. Here, let's do that with a crowbar. See if it messes me up. This is gonna take a while. You hate how they changed the durability of shoes. They only last like a week now. Depends on how often you stomp zombies. Try wearing gloves and see if it damages them. I bet it would. I mean, actually getting it to hit the right spot on its own is hard. Yeah, it lacerated me even with a weapon in my hands. Grab the leather glove real fast. We've kind of... Huh? Well, I guess I'm just going to have to scroll down. Oh, geez. There's so much. Let me just... Gloves, leather. There we go. Try to mix more stomps in to spread the muscle strain. So I have an update on how to deal with that. And this is part of the testing for that. So I'll get around to that after I get rid of these guys. If I reduce my strength. Will it actually say my push chance? All right, so my push chance went from 45% to 32%. So the strength for pushing isn't really that big of a deal. Oops. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Reading too much. That makes sense that shoves use base bare hands. Yeah. I think stomps use something else. Oh, they're using bare hands now. Is armor any good? Armor's insanely good. Like the metal armor is really good. It'll give you discomfort and make you sad or depressed, but it protects you extremely well. Left forearm. Are my gloves hurt yet? No, they're not. Oh. Oh, no, that wasn't the right thing. Left upper arm was hit with bare hand. The gloves took a hole. Well, let's inspect that. So the right hand took a hole and actually got hit. Yeah. So the glove's not going to protect you. All right, get out of here. Do a normal zombie. We're in Kentucky. It's armor. Damn straight. Does discomfort just give you sadness? As far as I know, it just depresses you. All right, how many hits was that? Man, that did like no damage. Go 0.8, 0.74, 1.15, 3, which was not a crit. I don't know why that one did so much more. And then the last one was 4. But the last hit always seems to do a lot more damage for some reason. Does a graceful trait affect a melee noise? It shouldn't, but I'll have to check that at some point. You just run around in armor and then read a book and continue on your merry nightly way? Pretty much. The armor that protects like your upper arms and neck tends to make it so that you can't wear a backpack. So really you just like leave your armor in your car. And whenever you need to do like a fight in a dangerous place, you just put it on, kill all the zombies, then go back to your car, take your armor off and like put your backpack on and then go loot. Okay, God mode, so I know how many hits this is. Instant crit, like always. You watch my streams on Chrome now because Twitch keeps crashing when you open my stream. I think I explained this before, but because I'm using enhanced broadcast and the 1440p stream is in HEVC, it causes some browsers to crash. Actually, Twitch just recently sent out like a survey asking about if we're okay if some browsers can only watch in 720p because of that. So maybe that'll be changed pretty soon. You're watching on YouTube because you're at work, they have Twitch blocked. That's hilarious. Discomfort is currently purely a mental effect. All it does is make you get depressed, which depression makes you do certain actions like take a weapon off your back slower. All right. So I feel like I've got pretty good numbers here for no Moodle. I guess the sick or the smell Moodle is here, but it'll be the same for both. For no Moodles, no muscle strain, we're hitting, as long as it's not an armored piece, we're hitting between like 0.8 to like 1.4. I don't count the last hit on the zombie because for some reason, like this one did 17. And that just doesn't even make sense. Yeah, wearing a gas mask is extremely miserable all the time. Had to do that for work. It never gets better. Same thing with the painting suits. Never gets better. Then again, the painting suit was causing me to like overheat to near death. So don't wear those in the summer heat unless you have to, folks. Today you learned Retnar has a Twitch. I do. I don't advertise it that often on YouTube. For work? Yeah, I had to paint stuff. One of the things I actually did was paint the maintenance building at a safari park that I worked at. That was fun. A bit of Vicks under the nose can help with the smell of some jobs. You know, a lot of things smelled terrible, but I've never really had a problem with smell. It's always heat. Like when I worked at water parks, all the water pumps in like the basement or wherever they'd have them, the place would just be sweltering hot, right? Like it'd be so hot because there's like just not proper ventilation and stuff. The water parks is where I got training for wearing gas masks and stuff because there's a chemical issue. It could just gas the room. Where are you? When you hit 6 to 10 strain, you'll have enough pain to reduce your damage even before getting any kind of Moodle or red strain. That's what I noticed, Lady Eris. It seems like with... Oh, wait. What is this fast healer? I don't get why fast healer is -6 points and slow healer is +3. Because fast healer actually does have a good function sometimes. And slow healer is something that everyone takes. So the like slow healer is worth less. Get screwed. So I need to get up to... I'm going to go to 6 muscle strain, which should be orange. And do a couple tests. 2 more pushes. There we go. Flick God mode. Oh no, I did that wrong. Okay. We gotta flick God mode before I do the muscle strain thing. Yeah, that is a good point. Just because you get used to something doesn't mean it's not uncomfortable anymore. It just means you're not caring anymore. That guy was so heavily armored from that one jacket. All right, I need to start doing this the other direction. Hold up. Let's do it like that. All right, he doesn't count, which means I have to wait around. Yeah, let's just get rid of the zombie real fast. I'll read chat while I wait. Or if it's pain having to switch from Zomboid to look at Twitch chat to look at YouTube chat and then back. So I have a restream chat that has both together. And what it does is it puts like 5 messages up at a time. And it holds them still for a little bit. And then it does an X5. So when chat gets really fast, it's like really far behind. And then it just flies past. All right, let's get back up to 6. Cool. Spawn a zombie. I feel like that took it. Oh, I went over 8 at the end. Okay, well, I guess that's a pretty good way to show that. So we started out, did like no damage for no reason at all. That must be, that was the last 2 hits. Man, this is actually kind of hard to test because you only get a couple swings. I guess I could increase my skill level, but then I'd have to decrease the weapon damage. That might mess with things. Yes, Tweety, I'm almost certain it's lying about the no effect. All right, so those 2 hits were normal. This one is normal. This one's going to be less. It was a crit. No, it wasn't. Wait, that wasn't even that attack had no chance to crit. And it did more damage. That's weird. Can I like drop this? Or pick that up and it'll make a line? It won't. Okay, whatever. Inventory mail. Is it? Alright, so that one was just too close. The panic reduced my crit by 2%. Even though it doesn't say it does anything. 2 crits in a row is pretty lucky for a crowbar. 3 crits in a row with a crowbar. That's crazy. Hey, zombie, come over here. You must be deaf. Alright, this next hit's gonna take me over. And last hit killed it. Doesn't seem like it's 8 that goes. Oh, it's totally 8 that goes. I'm getting less XP gain. Oh, this one has armor on. That doesn't count. Hold up. It's nighttime too. Oh, what did I do? There we go. If I take painkillers, you can see you'll lose no damage. The orange train does nothing at all from your own testing. So, all right. So I was noticing this. If I'm using a 2-handed weapon at 8 strain, I start losing XP gain. I don't know if it's damage, but XP gain. If I use a 1-handed weapon, it's 16, and I start losing XP gain. Oh yeah, clearing with campfires has always been really easy. So that's because each limb is suffering pain. Exactly. All right, so I'll go up to 10. That doesn't dive under. I just want to see the damage. Because the XP is clearly lower. That hit doesn't make sense why I didn't do as much damage. It seems like sometimes you just do no damage for no reason. All right. Yeah, so the damage... Oh, man, I'm going to have to swing 1,000 times. To see this. Yeah, what happened to that first hit? Oh, he has a leather jacket on. He doesn't count. Come over here. Yeah, the damage is gone. It still says it has no effect, right? It says no effect. The damage is like terrible until I got into the bonus damage for hitting so many times. In conclusion, short blunt is good. I'm zombie Rick, everyone. Hey, G Kupo. Try testing on naked zombies. Good point. I can spawn a naked zombie, right? That way I don't have to care about the one spawning with leather jackets. There we go. All right. So what's the conclusion? Even though it says has no effect on the players, it definitely has an effect on your player. In the orange. So I think the real conclusion would probably come in a combat meta video. Because I'm gonna have to record this and then like put the numbers in a spreadsheet and make sure it's right and blah blah blah. So the pain noodle shows up at 10. Or a little over 10. And the damage is clearly lower at that point. But you still seem to do enough that it's still 5 hits on average. You're so pumped for that vid? It's going to be a weird video. Yeah, why did I do like no damage? Is that just a bad roll? Right, like, all right, so this hit on the neck was for 0.53 of 0.53 because it had no defense. And it hit for 1.1. This hit on the left forearm was for 0.42. Same thing, no defense. It hit for 0.36. So it's like 60% damage reduction or something for no apparent reason. You like how console isn't sure about the damage? It's like the, what is that? It's like the damage base number, and then it gets reduced by armor, and then it gives you the damage that actually occurred to the zombie after the rest of the calculation, right? Yeah, but the same thing happened with the hit before, right? So it hit the left hand and it did like no damage at all. So hitting it on the neck. So there's a layer of RNG where it's just which limb gets hit. I think. Like, I can't even prove this. How do I prove this? I can't purposely hit a specific limb on a zombie. At least not a standing one. Right, neck hit did like no damage. It actually, the number is higher this time. 0.06. So it must be the pain reducing the damage. Build 42 stable will be vastly different than this unstable project. You're just beta testing the game. I mean, until the game releases out of early access, I'm just beta testing the game. Apparently, I've been beta testing it for 14 years or something like that now, so that's a thing. Do you always hit the head on a knockdown zombie? Maybe that way. So I can always hit the head on a knockdown zombie with like the maximum multiplier, but then it'll get one shot. What a fun beta too. Yeah, it's super fun. Highly entertaining. Would recommend. All right, let's look at this. So that was the neck hit. We got upper torso. The base value is lower in its slightly lower damage. Base value is higher, slightly more damage. It seems like the base value definitely has something to do with it. And the last hit was a crit, and it killed the zombie. No, it didn't. It knocked it down. Yeah, knockdown zombies just take infinite damage. I can show you guys pretty easily. All right, here we go. So I hit the zombie in the neck as a knockdown, right? It's a 1.5, whereas the other ones are like really low, right? And it gets hit for 79.9. Now remember, I'm hitting the zombie for like tiny amounts, like 3. So the headshot was 79. Yeah. Down zombies are very, very easy to kill if you hit them in the head. Also, I'm pretty sure it's always a crit on a down zombie. And it might also always count as behind. So let's see. I'll push a zombie over here. Oh, I'll actually get rid of the muscle strain so it's like maxed out. Nope. That didn't work. Let's try that again. I feel like that was well aimed. Like 3D model wise. All right, so it was a crit. False. It was not actually a crit. And it was from behind, and it did 20 damage. Are you testing this for a video later? Kind of, yes. Super crit, they call it? Yeah. Low damage results are a bad roll. Oh, let me edit the crowbar. Good point. Let's make this 0.5, and I'll do max damage is also 0.5. That way it takes a couple extra hits to kill a zombie. All right, so the actual damage number coming from hitting these zombies will be wrong, right? But we're interested in the changes and not the actual amount. Are normal crits 5 times multiple? Oh, actually, wait. What's the crowbar's multiplier? Yeah, hold up. I think I actually have. Yeah, the weapon wiki on hand. Okay, there we go. Pop this up real fast. Where's the crowbar? Why'd it freeze? All right, if I hit this, will you guys see that? That's the crowbar right there. I'm using the forged one. And the crit multi is 2.5, if I remember. Yeah, so I'm not sure why it does so much extra damage there. Have I tested if weapons consume more stamina in build 42 compared to build 41 yet? No, I haven't. Let me put that on my list, actually. Here you go. You guys can look at the list real fast. We got damage versus muscle strain, which I mean, at this point, multiple people agree it's true, so that's pretty easy. Crit's always knocked down. I'm pretty sure that's true, even in build 42. And then, so you guys just saw how much extra damage a knockdown zombie takes. So anything with good durability is a good weapon, because you could just stab it in the head on the ground. What's so good about Iron Gut? You could just find rotten and poisonous food and eat the whole thing in one go, and it just doesn't matter. That's not because Iron Gut is good, it's because poison seems to have gotten nerfed. Because someone with weak stomach can just like 1/4 eat a poisonous mushroom and they won't die. Super crit, they call it? Oh wait, no, you saw that a while ago. You feel like they do consume more stamina? So what I do know, stamina wise, is that in build 41 you can rest and sit on the ground. So going from like 0 stamina to 100%, doing that takes like a minute and 50 seconds. No, it's a minute. It takes a minute. In build 42 you can only sit on the ground or only sit on a chair. And to go from 0 to 100% takes a minute and 50 seconds. Either one. They're both the same. So you are almost Like, I don't know. What, that's like a doubling, but not quite, of the amount of time it takes to rest. You see that the forged doorknob, you need level 8 metalworking? You know, I've done some blacksmithing and welding in my life, and I'm not sure I could actually make a doorknob. So, like a functional modern one. I could definitely make a lever or something to open a door, right? But like a twist doorknob like they are in game, I don't know about that. Have I figured out anything about sharpness yet? Yeah, it sucks. From what you could tell, each tick of sharpness loss reduces crit rate by 2%. It only seems to impact your damage rolls, not max damage. I don't even know what that last bit you're saying means, Lady Eris. I'll have to mess around with sharpness with the menu open. Yeah, you no longer carry your trusty chair. Yeah, you don't have to bring your own. All right, so please make a meme video about Iron Gut as enjoyers. I might do like a short about it or something, right? I've been meaning to make more of those, so I should probably do that. Yeah, weapon sharpness is a great way to train your maintenance. For the construction worker, you actually just want wrenches and ratchets. Because they weigh less and they have way more durability than a stone. I think ratchets are getting nerfed durability wise though. We'll have to look at that. You know, allow us to look around more easily when sitting down in a chair. I think you can like act like you're picking up furniture or something and spin around, but there's no reason to sit in a chair right now. You just sit on the ground. So the reason why I think that's actually kind of a buff is it's absolutely ridiculous that we have to bring a chair around with us in build 41. It is so dumb. And I hope if they do give us the same amount of stamina regen back, it's the same thing just sitting on the ground. Zombies only fall when crit. So far, even during just this testing, every single time a zombie has fallen down from a hit has been a crit. All right, so the XP gain is like rock solid. Let's try that a couple more times. This is a weapon that doesn't have, it has the same weapon damage rolls. There's no min and max. I just made it the same. This is an edited weapon. So if I should be able to very easily see when the pain matters. So I think it was, I thought it was 8, but it might be higher. Yeah. Okay, my XP has already gone down. All right, so I'm just going to walk around letting this go down by like 1 each, hitting him until I get back up to max XP. And there's a reason I'm doing it for XP. Also, my panic. Nervous? I need to give myself like desensitized. All right, we're down to 8. That's 11. Matters at 6 or more from your testing. Is that for both one hand and two hand, or just two hand and then one hand's 12? That was 7. Am I excited about maintenance being doubled and maintenance from books being added, and also certain classes getting maintenance as a starting trait? I don't know. I feel like that's a little heavy-handed. I hope they take another look at that before that patch comes out. One-handed is 12. So it really is just doubled because you have double the muscle strain, basically. All right, this swing's going to be under 6. I need my panic to go away. Means I need to face him and just walk backwards for a while. And he turned into a crawler. Go on, Panic. Get out of here. To some of the strain numbers you see is more than 10, you should see an effect. Well, I'm just under 6 right now. Let's see if my XP is not destroyed yet. That's it right there. It's 6. But I have the animated icon linked to my voice. It's so distracting. So you keep looking at it. I have a feeling all the grunting voice lines are going to get very annoying. Are they? I haven't looked. Let me check this. Sure, whatever streamer mode is. Oh, it's the sirens. Can I turn off the maybe accessibility? Dyslexic font. Oh, that's what Roll Storage has been using. I like that actually. UI rendering speed. How about we do faster? What if we just turn off the UI? Slower rendering. I don't think it's going to matter when I'm in this area. Yeah, I don't see anything about grunts in options. I thought they were going to include an option to not have grunts. Oh, that's hilarious. Because the UI speed is faster, that goes up faster because things are like linked to frame rate. That's hilarious. Let's go fix that back to 30. You open the patch, they tweaked the looted before chance setting because you went to 3 bookstores and they were empty. So based on my reading of that patch, it sounds like the work vehicles, so the vans, the trucks, and the cap trucks are all going to have way more loot in them for crafting, recipes, and like tools. So we'll have to see. The thing is like, okay, so they moved loot from being in like buildings to being in vehicles and like on zombies out in the wilderness, basically. And I do wonder how they're going to explain to people that they need to like wander around and not just... You found out why you were wrong. They divide it by 3.5 before sum, so it should affect you above a sum of 35. Let's see here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So that explains it perfectly. So that means you need 12 before your experience gain starts getting screwed with on a one hand. And I should be able to test that pretty easily. We just spawn in a hammer. I'll give it the edited weapon treatment. I'm not going to do the OP hammer. Where's the damage? All right, so you also get 0.5. Gonna God mode. Spawn a zombie. All right, so we're getting the same amount of XP as expected. Now I have to take myself... Oh, I can't push. I'm not allowed to push. I just have to swing here for a while. So in theory, this first hit should have the correct amount of XP. It didn't. All right, so it counts the strain you get from the swing before it checks the XP, I guess. All right, let's try this. No, it's already lowered. It's lowered before 12. So what, it would be, you said 35? That's interesting. Get rid of the zombie real fast. How low does it have to go for it to be right then? Maybe there's like a rounding issue? Just swinging deals pain. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Lumberjack is getting a buff. Like, okay, so if they're giving classes maintenance so that they can craft things from day one, maybe they should look at the things that cost level 1 maintenance and just remove the requirement. All right, let's try this from 9. All right, correct XP. 10 was correct XP. This next swing's going to be less XP. That fall down was a crit, by the way. Yeah, and it's already going down XP wise. And I assume the XP is going down because your damage is going down by a little bit, right? Yeah. So you can actually see it going down. Maybe? No, it's very inconsistent. Hold up, let's get rid of the muscle pain. No, it is consistent. So my base damage is going down. So you can look at it here. Every single swing is 0.75 out of 0.75. As the muscle strain builds up, it starts going less. So that is your base damage getting decreased. So there's 10. It should start going down from now. There we go. The last hit actually had a decrease. So 0.69. Yeah, at around 11 to 12 it was decreased. So what I'm thinking is the swing that puts it to 12 is the one that gets decreased, not the swing after, right? So Lady Eris is saying the pain is building up, right? Because you're actively swinging and it's not setting it to its max, so it's like building up over time. So not only do you have to watch out for the muscle strain, but the pain will get worse even if you're not swinging. You think muscle strain adds more incentive to use stealth and avoid combat? So the problem with it is that stealth in avoiding combat doesn't really exist. The only thing you have is manipulating zombie positions with noise. Am I gonna make a video on this later? Yes, you don't have to watch this stream if you don't want to be intensely bored. All right, let's get rid of the muscle strain. I actually don't even care about it anymore. We are going with the bat. So this is actually a fun one. I don't even need that either. Crit and knockdowns. So the baseball bat, sheet metal reinforced, has like a 50% crit chance if you swing within correct range. There we go. So you can actually see crit chance is 50 base. So if you level up your skill, because no one's going to have level 1 short blunt. I mean, long blunt. Come on. You're going to have like level 2 at least, right? You're going to have an over 50% chance to crit with this thing. And since crits knock zombies down. Oh, actually, it doesn't go up. Yeah, it didn't actually show my crit chance going up. That's interesting. Correct range. So Where is the melee target outlining? So, fun fact. If the zombie is inside your range when you start your swing, you have a chance to crit. But if the zombie is... Oh, this could be awkward with this giant command console here because I have to do it from up. If the zombie is outside of your chance or your area, you actually don't check for crit. People are legit saying playing 2 hours a day is better because of all the time you have to spend resting. Hey, does switching to 2 hour days increase the time it takes from resting for muscle strain to go away? Wouldn't that just be making it worse? Or is it based on game time and not actual, or like real life time and not game time? It doesn't process press attack. Fun. Yeah. It's a very interesting thing. Because I'm pretty sure this will also make you do more damage in certain situations. If you purposely don't target the zombie at the beginning of your swing. So if he walks into your range mid-swing, you lose crit chance. Yes. So you just can't crit. Your meters are based off IRL time. Well, your food is based off in-game time. That's why doing 2 hour days actually helps a lot, especially in multiplayer. You know what's funny about muscle strain though? I think it's a better stat to stop people from murdering zombies easily than stamina. You might be like, why, Rhett? Because it's really simple. My muscle strain is going down at the same speed, whether I'm standing, sitting, doing anything. I could be looting this house right now and it'd be going down. Whereas if my stamina has gone down, let's go find it real here. Here's my endurance, right? I get this exertion moodle. This is like minus 50% damage or some crap. As long as this moodle's appearing right here, my fatigue goes up faster, so I get tired faster, which I've explained the exhaustion loop before, and that just sucks. This moodle means I have to go in the corner, right? It's timeout time, and sit down and regenerate my stamina. I don't get to play the game. I have to go sit down and regenerate my stamina. Whereas muscle strain, I can go loot a building. Like it's fine, you know, I could go fishing. I can do everything I want to do. Whereas stamina, you don't get to do anything. You're putting time out. And you might be like, oh, just fast forward time. Yeah, but we have multiplayer. Like you can't fast forward time in multiplayer. They actually just almost doubled the amount of time you have to sit down in multiplayer. Well, your sheep are stressed out and you can't figure out how to calm them. Make sure there's no loud noises happening near them, like chopping down trees. Make sure there's no zombies near them. And then all you have to do is like, just chill near them. Don't yell or anything like that. Just be near them and it'll slowly go down. I swear people complain about muscle strain not playing the same game as you. I think combat is literally the only part of the game that exists. I mean, combat is like 70% of this game. All right, until they add in the ability to build everything from primitive up, then the only way to get stuff is to go out in the world and gather it. And that means you have to fight zombies. Or you have to move zombies. And in build 41, combat was 90% of the game, I would say. There's like a little bit of exploration, walking around and like building your base, but what else do you do? There was nothing to do. You get everything you need in like an hour or two of gameplay. At least in build 42, there's a lot of stuff to do. All right, like I can go make weapons, try to go hunting. I mean, hunting's not great right now, but you can try to do it. %70 combat, 20% looting, 10% other stuff. Yeah, basically. Like, The game has been designed around fighting zombies for a decade. All right, so let's think about this test. I guess I just make the bat do no damage, right? Did I take away the levels I gave to it? 0.1. Because I don't actually... Oh, I actually took my strength away too. That's pretty interesting. Forgot about that from earlier. Oh, the panic. Yeah, the panic reduces your crit chance. That was a crit that knocked him down. And apparently that doesn't count as a hit to a zombie on the ground. Once again, the crit knocks it down. I swung out of range. Crit knocked it down. I'm pretty sure this is just completely true. I swung out of range. I'm so used to the bat range. I swing before the zombie is in range and it like walks in range. Remembering you said targets are probably not in a neat array? Well, it turns out they are. Oh, is that why? Oh no, is the... Hold up. Hold up. Is the farthest away zombie at the top of the array or the bottom? If you know what I mean. What are your thoughts on recent sentiment of the developers trying to make the game artificially difficult instead of more realistic? So I've seen a lot of people saying they'll use realism when it makes the game more difficult, and then they just do whatever they want if realism would have made it easier. And I feel like that's somewhat true, but there's a really good reason for that. Fun trumps realism. Right? Like the moment realism isn't going to be fun, just immediately ditch it. It's a simulator. It's not a super realism thing, right? Once crit killed it. You didn't realize spawns had increased, just been redistributed? Did someone make a map that shows that spawns increased? I bet Lamprey did, and I just never checked, actually. 100 cars search, 0 gas, realism. Oh, yeah. So the car thing needs to change. So if they're going to make it so that you have to... Lamprey has a new 16 times. Well, I want normal spawn, not times 16. Times 16 is actually just out of control. So in build 41, I can do times 16 zombies. I can go anywhere on the map and I will not crash unless I start making noise to pull them all together. In build 42, there's plenty of places in times 16 zombies where if you get near it, you instantly crash. There's nothing you can do. Like, you can see your frame rate start dipping from like the hundreds, and if you don't immediately turn around, you're gonna crash yourself. You can kind of figure out the base numbers from his maps is better than none. That's true. That's true. I'll have to get I assume it's on his Discord then. I'll have to get the old one and the new one and compare. See if there actually is more zombies. I feel like there is more zombies on the map though. Because some places just have so many zombies. Like, have you seen the courthouse in Rosewood? Well, let's exit this place real fast. Yeah, it's that thing. Am I far enough away that it didn't spawn? Yeah, I'm definitely far enough away. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. All right, effective population of 366. Let's give some cheats so I can slide around real fast. I could probably just do this and delete zombies, right? Oh, I broke the game. All right, so that's not going to work. I'll just manually remove them by flying around. Oh, I accidentally spawned a building, but it wasn't the one I cared about. So that's fine. All right, there's like a stray zombie or two on the map still. Give it a second for it to settle down. All right, so there's 2 zombies on the map right now. Let's go into the courthouse. Let's see how many actually popped in. 224. 224 zombies in this one building. And it doesn't even have that many rooms. Like, I don't think it has enough rooms to cause the weird room bug. Oh, maybe it does actually. The upstairs is full of rooms now. Hey, Catherine. My streams keep starting later and later. Is my sleep cycle drifting? Technically, it did drift for a little bit there. But I did the stream at 12 because I figured I might as well stream when the most people are on. To see what happens. Don't worry. Not only do I test Project Zomboid, but I test YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Is there anything actually valuable in the courthouse? I don't know. Let's get a flashlight and check. Hold up. Let's get rid of all these zombies. I hate their sounds. Is there anything valuable in here? Alice pack thing. Flashlight angled. I wish there was like a keybind to turn on all the lights. All right, so that's literally worthless room. That's courtroom. Courtroom. This is the locked room. This might have something in it. This is an evidence room. This is actually a really good room if you could just sneak in these 2 back doors right here and just loot this evidence file. I'm pretty sure this is evidence. Well, let me turn on Loot Zed. What are you? Janitor tools. Okay. Janitor cleaning. No, see that crowbar. That crowbar does not belong. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, it does belong. No, I didn't see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. It does belong. I did not know janitor rooms could spawn that. What is the room to the left here? Cameras. So we have one room that might be worth checking out so far. Out of the entire bottom. The top seemed like it was a bunch of offices. Here's another janitor's room, which is right next to the other one. 2 of them, to be clear. Oh, there's bookcases. No, this is automatically. What can spawn here? Generic shelf. Magazines? Yeah, no. Okay. There is good loot here. How many bookcases are in here? There's another one. Maybe not that many of them, though. Yeah, that's another courtroom. Another courtroom. There might only be 3 bookcases. In which case, I'd say no. That's a bathroom. Filing cabinets. And these give anything of value. No, that's everything they can give. I don't think any of this has value. There's 2 more bookcases. They spawned empty for some reason, though. They're a generic shelf. I think that's the... Yeah, that could spawn everything. What's the room definitions? There was a way to turn that on in debug mode so that they just like float over my head, right? I don't remember though. Five bookshelves and 3 janitor closets for 200 plus zombies. Yeah, it's in the second tab of debug tools. Assets? What does that even mean? Oh. Does this tell you? No, that doesn't. Oh, I did not want to do that. Yeah, I had it on before from the actual debug menu. Yeah, overlaid on the world. I'm playing on standard zombie amounts. Yes, this is a apocalypse game that I was testing on. But yeah, so the courthouse spawns a load of zombies. Like, if you're doing Rosewood, actually, I think over here is a ton too. If you're doing Rosewood, I recommend not spawning the zombies in the courthouse because you don't really get anything for it. 225 zombies spread out. And this one building is a lot, right? Okay, it didn't spawn any zombies today. Gas station just has its own little million zombies. Gotta love it. Only a handful of the bookshelves in the bookstore even have skill books at all. Oh, let me go to here. So I didn't actually show it in my video. So this is like, that's a normal bookshelf now. This is a kind of rare one. But there are bookshelves that spawn with like, here we go. Everything. Or like a bunch of books. Sometimes I find them and they're like actually packed. So if you go to a big enough place, it's okay. Or if you know where you're going, it's okay. Let's see if I can actually find one of the packed ones. Oh. I think I saw... Here we go. This one's pretty packed. Yeah, so there's just a million different definitions, right? General reference, no. Books. So this is the one you want to hit. Is the library books, but there's just a million of these things now. Medical. It's on magazines. Yeah, you can hit a magazine specific one. Yeah, it's like insane dilution. 100%. Now, someone was telling me that that was actually on purpose, but I don't know how I feel about that. I think I asked them to show me like a screenshot because they were like, a dev said something about it on the Discord, but like I'm not searching through a Discord. The Riverside Police Department is tiny and despite having good loot, has almost no zombies. Doesn't it have like 2 shelves in it? All right, so we got one gun shelf. And then generic police clothing. What is it? What about this is good loot, actually, though? The zombies themselves? Like, do you want to know a place with good loot? Go to the gun range. Right? Let's see how many zombies actually spawned here. Where am I? Nope, I was over here. All right, so we got a population. It says affected 17, but that's definitely not 17. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 15 zombies. Right? You don't need any special tools to get in here. And we've got an entire rack of shelves full of ammunition. Right? Even an improvised choke tube. Nothing special to get in here. So if you think like a police station's good loot, and there's more out here too, by the way. Like a police station with one gun closet is good loot? Nah. You haven't explored the game yet. Here we go. Here's the other gun range. By the way, this one actually has zombies. There's like 30 or 40 of them here. But I'm just going to get rid of them and get them out of my way. Once again, you don't need any special tools to get in here. It actually has guns and stuff, by the way. And it has a ton of ammo everywhere. Where is this? This one's in Brandenburg. Look at this. This is just stacked crates of ammo. And then if you go out to the range, there's another room with ammo. So map-wise, this is... If you're coming in Brandenburg on like the main street, you just follow the edge. Keep going right till you get to that. The Army Surplus Store in Doe Valley is pretty good. Are you talking about this place? In general, it feels like almost nothing spawns anymore. You still cannot find what you want. Weapon-wise, basically nothing spawns anymore. Is Strong worth taking over Athletic now? If you want to fight a lot, day one, if you can fit strength, like Strong and Athletic, yeah, but because they nerfed the muscle strain, you can just like, you can take just Athletic and you're fine. I actually go opposite. I take Puny to have 0 strength starting, because honestly, it's perfectly fine. Isn't this Irvington? Yeah, this is Irvington. Sorry, this is Irvington. Brandenburg is the one up here. And then the other gun range is the one by the mall, but you don't have to go to the mall to get to it. It's a side street. You found 2 cartons of ammo in the basement, one of the classic Vince Mulder houses once? Yes. So I think one of these... So obviously coming here isn't free anymore. But I think one of these has a basement that always spawns with ammo. Someone taught me a house that always spawns with ammo. Is it this one? I don't see a basement here. So it's probably not that one. Oh, here we go. Not this one. Anyway, one of the basements you saw under the stairs. Oh, maybe it was that one then. Oh, yeah. No, it isn't this one. Is it the other one? I don't know, but there's a house with a basement that always spawns, and it has 2 gun lockers in it. Here it is. 3 gun lockers. Sorry. So you get ammo. I've never seen a gun spawn here, though. I could check real fast if they can. Gun store ammunition, gun store body armor. Yeah, a gun won't spawn here, but you can get ammo. Why is coming here not free anymore? What do I mean? So did I delete the zombies? I deleted the zombies, didn't I? Basically, you used to be able to come out here, and the only zombies you have to fight is like 5 zombies, maybe some zombies that spawn on the street, like right down here. And then each house would maybe spawn 10 zombies to 20. Depends on if there's an event inside of them. So you could come out here with like the worst character who's super injured, everything, and clear one house, probably the one with the big old fence around it. And you'd be basically perfectly safe to heal up and get good. Ooh, I did not know that could spawn here. What is the spawn items on this? Camping store gear. Oh, that's great. Books need to be fixed. Before we tell them books need to be fixed, we have to see what happens with the work trucks thing that they were talking about in the patch notes. That could happen. But basically, in those patch notes, there's a baby crib. Yeah. There's also car accidents I noticed with a stuffed animal on the ground, and it's kind of sad. But the cult farm below Echo Creek has some gun lockers. Not that many zombies when you arrived. I thought the cult farm was full of zombies. Does the Riverside Warehouse not spawn sledgehammers? The Riverside Warehouse. This has been completely derailed from the intended topic. Are you talking about this thing? This thing is actually a different, really good, factory now, right? Because this is all going to be metal, right? Yeah, it's just all metal. Steel ingots and stuff. So if you're doing blacksmithing, you want to come here. But this is actually way more important. This one could probably spawn sledgehammers. I thought I saw one, actually. I guess I just saw the long handle. I bet this could spawn a sledgehammer. Almost 2 years. 23 months, JB. You're getting so close. But the reason this place is amazing is that it spawns these work vans. I've been talking about the work van change, but you don't even have to worry about it yet. Let's unlock. Actually, I don't need to unlock it. It spawns electrical magazines in these electric work vans. There's usually a bunch of them here. Yeah, there we go. That's one of those backpack groups, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, he has armor on. These guys drop with backpacks, and the backpacks have books in them, which is convenient for getting book stuff. Oh, he had a chest rig in his. Oh, wait, just drop that. But these vans, you can get the electric magazine pretty easily here. The generator mag, I mean. Let's see if I get lucky. Nope. Home security. There's 2 more over here and 2 more over there. Air conditioner. Oh no, I'm not gonna get lucky. A lot of electrical stuff though. Hold up. I forgot to check if the glove box has stuff too. It might actually have stuff. You also found the generator mag in a trash can. Yeah, I found it in a trash bag. Oh, this one's all locked up. Maybe it's the one. Nope, it wasn't the one. Unlucky. I've actually gone here like 3 times. Gotten the mag here all 3 times now. All right, let's go back to the testing spot. Let's go back. So we've confirmed you do less damage from muscle strain pretty early. And it affects how much experience gain you get. Where is my list of things to test here? Here we go. Crit's always knockdown. I was just working on that. I'm pretty sure this is true. You found 3 generator mags in post boxes since 42 release. That's interesting. Sorry for the derailment. No, you're good. You're good. That's what I do. I just get derailed and find good stuff out. Corpse sickness. I have a bunch of corpses here. Let's do that. So this should definitely be enough. You get sick, right? All right, yeah, it's going up. Not by much, though. Now, does it start going down? No, it's still going up. It's going down. Is that because I went over the gate? Maybe. Well, let's work on this real fast. There you go. Now they're roughly in the same spot. Any curious findings today? Muscle strain sets in earlier than you'd assume. What is fake infection level? So, back in the day, the game had a trait called hypochondriac. And your character would think they got infected even though they weren't. I think I destroyed the flashlight's battery. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. And that's what the fake infection level was. So what was I doing? Corpse sickness. Body. Why is it at 30? Oh, I guess I was standing next to it, right? All right, that was just enough. I feel like this is identical to my test from 41. Yeah, that's going up, that's going down. How many tiles is this? What? This is... And now it's going up. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was it 15 tiles before? Fake infection level goes up if you get car sick, you think? I forgot about that whole car sick trait that isn't quite in, but is in. You had a hunch muscle strain was doing damage reduction on its own. I mean, it's supposed to, but it's actually through pain on your arms. So with a 2-hand, muscle strain was reducing. You're pretty sure that Lampreys testing also came up as smaller? I think it was 15 before, and now it's 10. It was 13 tiles before, and now it's 10. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so it's slightly less. I'll also say, I've played a lot of Build 42. I have not had a single corpse sickness muscle strain problem, or corpse sickness problem. So even though they added in, like, you could put a bandana on to cut it down and stuff, I haven't needed to at all. Yeah, I'm like wading through corpses all day long and everything. It doesn't matter. Does arm strain reduce while stomping? Yes. No, the sickness just doesn't build up, I swear. Like, the amount of sickness you get from like a huge amount of bodies just doesn't feel right. Like, let's God mode real fast. Like, this is gonna take forever to get me sick. Right? Oh yeah, I have to wear the watch to see the time now. So it's 7:50. Like, I could fast forward. This is gonna take all day. Does it go up at full speed if I'm past 100%? Oh, I guess I'd have to close it. But yeah, it just takes so long. By the way, add weak healer, weak stomach, and other traits? No, they don't do anything. When Lamprey ramped up the sandbox settings, got wrecked by it. But is that because he ramped it up by like a crazy amount? Is Corpse sick on zombies? Where is it? Oh, he full sended it? Yeah. Not surprised. I mean, like, the armor will just let you do 0 damage to an armored zombie. So, like, susceptible mod in build 41? Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. If corpse sickness was, like, a super important thing, it would be awful to deal with. So it's not surprising that it doesn't really do anything. My run speed is like completely jacked, right? Hold on. Well, I guess it's already wet, so I can't turn it off, can I? I'm pretty sure you slow down by like 1% when it rains. Do you run slower? It looks like a little bit. I don't know. I'd have to like go frame perfect it in my editor or something like that. You guess all the ways to reduce corpse sickness rate for those who want to jack up some settings? Yeah, pretty much. Never noticed that. If it's true, it's a build 42 thing. There's other things like if you get cold, you run slower on grass and stuff for some reason. Strain is invisible until 5 intensity, and it starts affecting you around 10ish, depending on what. Yeah, so with two-handed, so it has to add up to 35. So with two-handed, it's like 6 muscle strain, which is basically right after it turns orange, right? And then with a one-handed, it's between 11 and 12. Which is right around the time I think the pain boodle shows up with one-handed. But I still have my yeah, I dropped it, didn't I? There we go. Bad smell also appears when using a generator indoors. Gas mask seems to block it entirely. They talked about that in one of their Gotta give it a minute for the pain to catch up, I'm pretty sure. Where is pain? Yeah, it's... No, it's going down. So you actually don't even get a warning that you're losing your damage yet. With one hand. I don't see a point to that outside of maybe a nasty PvP trap in a high rise. So in the devlog, they talked about like indoor poisonous air. They talked about zombie bodies building it up too. So like if you killed a lot of zombies in a room, you need a gas mask to go in. I don't know if that's actually true now. I don't think it is because I killed a ton of zombies in an apartment building. It was fine. Moodle doesn't appear. Yeah, until 10 pain. So you start losing your damage with your one hand before the Moodle even appears. Oh, I never checked the painkillers. That's what I've been wanting to check this whole time. I think I'm going to fast forward till the rain's gone, though. Tropical storm, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. All right, we can just spawn a zombie in. So I take painkillers. All right, we just throw the bat stuff on the ground. Ooh, do I want to do it with the crowbar? I'm going to do it with the crowbar because it happens earlier. Open the health manual. And you. Cool. All right, we're still fine. My damage is already being decreased because of the panic. I need to give myself brave. That's so annoying. No, it's already getting decreased. I was too close that time, but it's getting decreased at 6. So is the painkiller doing anything right now? Yeah, so the painkiller doesn't do crap. What if I drink some whiskey or something? I'm just gonna god mode to get rid of the painkiller thing. Is it an easier test? No, because I want to know muscle strain for the pain. I don't want an injury. You guess nothing happens with vitamins? Vitamins give you fatigue reduction. Yeah, we're not in pain. I indeed drunk myself too. It doesn't matter. How high is the real chance of the Meta Fox event happening? Don't you have to turn it on? I don't know. I've even looked at it. I haven't even thought about it. Oh, the XP mod I'm using right now is like OSRS XP drops or something like that. The mod ID is Rune XP. which I guess you could probably find if you searched it on Google or something, but it's the build 42 version. You have to enable it and leave the door open. Yeah, that's so far out of what I want to look up right now in the game. Like this thing that's disabled by default is just not even. So let's say here, muscle strain. So two-handed weapons start losing damage at 6 on each limb. One-handed weapons start losing damage or lose damage between 11 and 12. So in theory it should be 12, but I guess rounding and all sorts of things, right? And it's probably the same thing with this. It's like not quite 6. How long does it take to rest from 6 and 12? All right, so I need a normal character. Not a fun mechanic because you can't really fight against it if your carpentry is too low. I mean, it's turned off by default, so you don't have to do anything about it. I was not paying attention. Hold up. Let's get back to 6. All right, so it's 11 right now. It switched to 10 pretty early, so probably like 25 minutes in game. Oh, we can go up to 12. So this is the one advantage of the two-hand over the one-hand. Which is that your muscle strain, you're technically building up less, so it goes down in a shorter amount of time. But because you take damage reduction before then anyway, it doesn't matter. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, basically. All right, let's make a normal-ish character here. So we're not going to have reduced strength. No one's ever going to do that if they want to fight. Unlike me. I'll give myself one long blunt. Say I started with like some skill in it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 swings. But you would never swing 15 times in a row. Like that, in combat anyway. Annoying since long blunt is one of the few weapons that gets bonus damage from the skill. What skill? You mean the weapon skill? I was just doing the weapon skill to reduce the amount of strain I was getting. Man, 15 swings. That's pretty rough. I guess if you crit a lot, you don't have to worry. Oh wait, hold up. This doesn't count. I have a jacked up crowbar. I also just dropped that for you guys too. Ooh, that was a lucky kill there. Actually, you know what? You do swing 15 times pretty fast, don't you? So that's it. That's all my fighting for the day. Well, for 30 minutes. The shoves build strain? Yes. And it's on both arms, too. So if you have a short blunt that has higher crit chance, you don't want to shove at all. Forged crowbar, better or worse? I believe the forged crowbar is the same. How many swings with a one-handed hammer? Probably the same amount, right? Why is the stream so zoomed in? Because I forgot to zoom it out. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's spawn in the actual... I'm going to spawn in a wrench because it doesn't weigh as much as a hammer and it's a very common weapon. Yeah, 1.08. This is 0 short blunt skill though, so I'm going to gain it a little bit faster. Let's fix that. There we go. There's one level in it. We can actually do this to make that slightly less obtrusive. You know what? I wasn't counting. Hold up. Let's do this real fast. 1, 2. $16, 17, 18, 19, 20. $30. So literally double. With the new balance reworks, it's tempting to take pacifist reluctant fighter. Oh yeah, I've been taking it on like every run now. The sheet metal plate weapons are pretty busted. Yeah, the sheet reinforced baseball bat, the metal sheet reinforced baseball bat is crazy. So if you actually want to kill zombies, right? Just chain kill zombies as fast as you can early on in game. You do a one-handed weapon that weighs the least as possible. The Smith longsword you get from metalworking 8 is only as good as a machete. I mean, every sharp weapon is just garbage to me right now. The short blades can't crit. At least I don't think they can. Which means they can't knock a zombie down on the ground. In which case, they're terrible for muscle strain. Knife. Oh, let's do the large knife too. Claw hammer can be repaired endlessly with carving skill until the head breaks, right? Does a claw hammer not have head condition? Where'd it spawn? It didn't spawn. Oh, there's one on the ground somewhere. Oh, I was blind. It was right in front of me. Yeah, it's head condition. All right, can short blades crit in build 42? All right, it didn't crit. Kind of low chance to crit anyway. Also, I keep attacking from out of range because I'm used to fighting with them. This might be awkward. You can stab real fast with this one. Nah, I don't think short blades can crit. Short blades seem to have pretty low strain. Uh-oh. What was that? Hey, Nico. Thank you for the raid. How's it going? How heavy is this thing I'm using right now? 1.0. I mean, 3 swings is 1.3. That seems pretty high. Where's the wrench? I'll just spawn another one. All right, 6 months into your first build 42 run, still can't do any metalworking. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it's pretty similar to short blunt for the muscle strain. So I don't think short blade really benefited from the muscle strain stuff. So if I can chin stab, that'll be a crit. If I don't just parry the zombie instead. That is very annoying. Parries are cool though. Crit true. Yeah. So oh, there was another crit mixed in that. Oh, that's every single parried. That's hilarious. The jaw stab insta kills are entirely based on your crit chance. Also distance. You have to be the right distance or it won't let you do it at all. And it also gives you higher crit chance when you're in the correct distance, I'm pretty sure. By like a little bit. It's like 5% or something like that. It's super finicky, yeah. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. You can't find tongs or a recipe able to level them. Ah, Nico, you need that new patch. I think they made it so you could make like crappy tongs or something like that pretty easy. But thank you for the raid there. You a little shout out. Thank you for the follow, Greg and Billy, and a million other people who I've just completely ignored because I have too much things going on. Do I know a random person from Brazil? What? Hey, you need tongs for tongs currently. Yeah, I think you're gonna need like a heading tool to make the metal tongs anyway. And you can make the wooden tongs really easily. You think short blade is too unreliable? You haven't played build 42 much, with in build 41 the hunting knife is only relevant. The hunting knife and the cleaver are short blades in build 41, and they're both pretty good. The screwdriver is also good as like a beginner short blade because it lasts a long time and it does an okay amount of damage. Don't they suffer from the same sharpness issues as other bladed weapons? Yeah, in build 42 they kind of suck. You make tongs without tongs, but you need level 3 to 4 to make them, and you can't get to level 3 to 4 without them. I think you can, yeah, I think there's a way to actually get those levels without them. I don't know. I basically, I saw that the recipes were like all screwed up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the crafting investigations after they fix them. Just ignore it. Most of the crafted weapons aren't worth it. Yeah, of course not. Like they need a, they would actually have to go through and redo combat for things to make sense. And I don't think that's on their book for build 42. The crafted stone scythe is a pretty good axe training weapon. Yeah, but it breaks like near instantly. All right, yeah. So short blades can't crit to knock a zombie down. That makes them... They also have sharpness, which also makes them kind of irrelevant. In build 41, they were pretty good, but I think in build 42, they're just not... They're just not good anymore. Yeah, the short blades lost one of the good weapons. The cleaver turned into an axe. We've been to 7 warehouses on the map, and all of them had already been looted. So, as far as I understand now, if you're gonna work on the, like, if you're gonna play on the old settings, or the vanilla settings, you want to go around looting work vans and stuff for the loot, and not the, like, the warehouses and stuff. The main crafted weapons that are worth making are reinforced bats. Yeah, cheap metal reinforced bat. The tin can reinforced long handle or short handle, I think, if you're a short blunt. Short blunt, you make ball peen hammers because they attack really fast for no apparent reason. And if not, then you would just make whatever is the lightest short blunt you can make. Because it doesn't even matter how much damage it does, you're just going to destroy zombies. It just has to last a while. And that's kind of true for every weapon. If your weapon skill level gets high enough, it doesn't matter how much damage it does. All it needs to do is last like 50 swings. That's why the stone is so good. The stone is like a, right now anyway, it's a 1 in 5 chance. Stone. Yeah, I think it's a 1 in 5 chance of crit. Which means there's a 1 in 5 chance to get the one-shot zombie. Four hits to kill that zombie, and I did one outside of crit range. Five? Be nice if I crit game. I know it's a 19% chance, but come on. Well, let's move this to a less zombie-filled location. There's a crit. And now it's dead. Nailed medium handles are okay, too. That's good to know. Survivor House is your best bet for stuff since schematics spawn in there. Those seem to have completely random recipes. Yes, you remember though, if you get a schematic, read it immediately or like as soon as you can, because at least in my saves, they eventually lose all their recipes. So like I collected 5 or 6 of them or something like that, and they just all lost their recipes. I couldn't read them anymore. You felt scammed about the maces? The maces kind of rip. Do hits from behind deal more damage? Yes. I think they also have higher crit chance, right? Here, let's test this out real fast. Hold up. I need a god mode to get rid of the panic. 23%. 23%, and then I hit him from behind. Oh, I did it from too far away. I hate that so much. Hit there. No, it's so annoying. Get out of here. Didn't mean to spawn 2. I guess I could just god mode and hit him from behind, right? Not authentic, I guess. 28% chance from behind. Apparently I pushed. 23 from the front. Feels like they turned down the survivor home. So far, you only got one. So I don't know. I feel like, so if you just drive around, you'll find the backpack spawns that have annotated maps in them, and then you'll know where all the homes are. Because I feel like they're actually kind of everywhere, in a way. You found empty schematics, so that's what happened? Yeah. The schematics need to get fixed, like, immediately. It's really bad for the late game crafting. Not to mention, crafting anything metal is essentially broken because you have a 5% chance to find clay right now, which you get hours to find alone. Yeah, the clay thing, I just installed a mod that lets me make clay. Right? Like vanilla, you're supposed to go to the river and find like a clay deposit that you could just mine or dig out, I guess. One of your annotated maps led to an empty looted house. Are you sure it was the kind of map you thought it was? Because I had an annotated map that actually led to a car in front of the house. And I also had an annotated map that led to a bag that was behind the house, but not actually in the house. Got tons of clay just foraging through the woods. If you actually forage a lot, yeah, you'll find plenty of clay. But what's happening is people are like, I want to build my forge up now, and then they see they need like 50 clay. And then they have to go foraging right then and there. Annotated maps suck unless you already have intimate knowledge of the entire game map. Why are you saying that? You like turn off your map or something? Because it shows you where they are. I don't know if I could spawn an annotated map, but I can just fly around until I find one. Apparently you find more clay while it's raining. Like, you could just go in the forging thing and see the chance to find clay. It's a Lua file, so you don't have to like decompile it. Where are you, zombies? I know you spawn on roads. You know, maybe I went to a place they don't have spawns. I know they spawn over here. Look at this. I literally just called that they would be spawned here. Do you have a bag on you? Doesn't really look like it. Unless I'm blind. See if I can find another group. This new box spawn system sucks. Oh, you mean like the completely rebalanced loot tables? I feel like there's usually more of them on this road. I know there's a spawn on the corner up here that did not spawn this. Oh yeah, it did spawn. Okay. There's a bag. There's actually two bags. That one's fake. This is the real one with the bat on him. Or her. Here's my annotated map. Now, right now I can see it's a Louisville map, but that will not always be in the game. So I'm going to read this map, right? I actually know where this is because I play the game too much. But I'll hide this. There you go. There's the annotated map. Just highlight it on your map because I haven't been here before. So it was that house or that house. I can't exactly remember. It's the second one. Well, Barricaded with planks is what he says. There it is. And of course, the loot is usually in the kitchen for some reason. So as you can see, there's not normally guns in a kitchen. There's actually a canoe paddle in here, which is hilarious. Look how loud I can scream. That change hurts the most. The zombie balls means getting large backpacks right after getting a car for you. So they do actually spawn large backpacks still, by the way. They actually spawn all the best loot. I missed the schematic in the cupboard. What was it for? Now let's see here. Glass shiv, sharpen a bone, make the garden fork head weapon, a short sword blade. Honestly, it's kind of crappy schematic. But is YouTube actually playing ads? Does it tell me when it plays ads? I don't even know if it tells me that. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get geared up thanks to those survivor zombies. You just drive everywhere. Now, apparently, I guess they get better over time. Also, this one had the wilderness mag on it too, which is sick. Sick loot. Is being inside the building change the amount of sound zombies hear when you attack, or is it the same? Here, let's go back to the testing zone. Where is it? Do I have a normal weapon? Let's go pick up the edited crowbar that doesn't actually do a lot of damage. Where are you? Oh, I actually picked it up earlier, didn't I? There it is. Leon Laggy. Did I completely miss a raid? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's because it didn't pop up. Well, thank you for the raid, Leon. And thanks for the follow, Vinks. Let's get the... It's a sound renderer, right? Oh. Alright. Not teleport. Spawn you. Leave God mode. Yeah, normal. Stand back up, please. Is there something wrong with the black crowbar? No, I made one that does less damage. I mean... Oh, that was a loud sound. Is it smaller? Do I want to put their mouse over the screen and see? I mean, it definitely seemed like it was smaller. This is like the entire size of the trailer. No, it's the same size, isn't it? I mean, I know your footsteps go smaller, so when you go outside, they get larger. The hidden floor catches still exist. I'm pretty sure they do. Herbalist mag really got a serious blow up? No, wait, is that actually the only herbalist mag? Can I close the door? I mean, it kind of looks like it's one tile quieter, right? Hold up. Let's do one of these. All right. My mouse is on the edge of the screen. No, that's the same size now. Whispers. That just seems like it got slightly louder. No, I just moved my mouse. Used to be 100% large backpacks. Yeah, now you get a bunch of different bags, but the bags actually have loot in them. So even if you don't get a large one like the first try, you might get really good loot. So basically no difference. Yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure in build 41 shouts are quieter. Maybe they aren't. I don't know. But I thought they were quieter. Hey there, Sidus. Are we surviving today? We're just doing some experimentation. I'm pretty much actually done. I think I hit everything. Let me write stuff down while people can still remember. So a muscle strain, two-handed weapons, it started at 6. This was about 15 swings. With 5 strength and 1 level in the weapon. And this is about 30 swings with 5 strength and 1 level in the weapon. So I would say one-handed short blunt. Oh, the sharpness effects. That's what I need to add in there. Let's see if I can very quickly see like a huge difference with sharpness before I go. Get rid of you. Grab a... What's something that would get worn out really fast? I think the hatchets get worn out really fast. Equip that. Actually, let's edit this. I'm going to make it do like no damage. As usual. Oh, wait. No, I don't want it to do no damage. I want it to do full damage. But I want the damage to be the same every time. So let's just do 1.0. Because that's like a nice midpoint damage number, right? All right, now we grab this. Any tips in build 42 for finding guns in Echo Creek? Do you want like straight up map spoiler? Or tips? That's fine. I mean, if you're okay with map spoiler, don't close your eyes. But if you aren't, then close your eyes. So basically, you spawn in Echo Creek. It's right up here. And if you want some guns, what you should do is go down the main road, the center one, until you hit this. It's a T-junction. It'd be pretty easy. You go all the way down to Irvington, and you go to this gun range right here. And you loot all the guns and ammo you need. I would recommend doing this with a car. So Echo Creek right there. Gun range right here. Hold up. Still good condition. 2.0 out of 2.0. All right, it's gone down 1 tick. All right, the amount of damage it says it's doing has not decreased on that part. So this might be hard to know. It might go down when it hits dull, though. Which might be a while. Yeah, you can go to Guns Unlimited, but there's also a million zombies there. So that's not an easy way to get ammo. You love how it's suffer from sharpness, not benefit from sharpness? Yeah, so I don't know. They have like a classic Zomboid design decision with the sharpness, where it's like limited to the head condition, right? I'll have to see what happens in the next patch. But basically, you know, if you look at stamina, at 75%, I did lose crit rate. I haven't been paying attention at all to the crits. Especially since I don't even see crits with the way I fight. Is it actually that bad? Hold up, let me spawn another hatchet real fast. %. On you, God mode. 10%. Oh my god, is it losing crit chance that fast? It's not even dull yet. And the sharpness is gone. Doesn't seem to have decreased the base damage it does. What happens when it goes blunt? Not blunt. It's about 2% per tick with a minimum cap of 10. All right, it's blunt now. Oh, it did actually lose damage from being blunt, or my muscle strain got higher. Let's see. No, it doesn't seem to lose damage, right? Do I sharpen it? Hopefully I don't damage it. There we go. No way. So the crit chance is already basically nothing. Yeah, I don't think I was losing that much damage. Cat Eyes is legitimately overpowered now? Yeah, it is. It lowers the damage or crit chance of damage rolls. Yeah, but the damage lower doesn't actually seem to be that much. Like, it's not enough to make it take one extra hit on average, so I don't think it really matters that much. Having two things to worry about with your weapon sucks? No, the real thing that sucks is the fact that the head condition has decreased, which means the sharpness can only ever be as high as the head condition now. Which means by the time this thing hits 75% sharpness, you've lost all of its crit chance and you're at base amount 10% now, right? Because it doesn't even have that high of a crit chance in the first place. Let me try this one again. God mode to clear things. Yeah, it has 15%. Is it really only 15% crit chance? That's crazy. Where's the hatchet? It's only 15%. I guess it doesn't really matter. Is there any high crit chance axes? Scrap metal cleaver. That's a slow one. The jawbone axe is the best. Apparently the baseball bat with a rail spike is an axe. That's hilarious. Am I... You briefly talked about this in the Discord recently. Yeah, why do axes suck? So unless you can repair the head condition of a weapon with head condition and sharpness, it's actually trash. Because you're gonna get about half the condition out of it, and your weapon is just infinitely worse. And I know they're gonna double or like cut the amount of sharpness loss in half or whatever. But yeah, I can't repair head condition. And if losing head condition means losing permanent sharpness, then it's not even worth using a sharp weapon if it has head condition, right? So like well, no, because I know those are short blades. You can't sharpen them either. So if the weapon has sharpness, just don't use it. That's why the crude stone axe is so good. That's why Lamprey's been using that this whole time, right? It doesn't have sharpness. Yeah. It has head condition handle, but it doesn't have sharpness. Do they intend on you being able to forge your own heads eventually by blacksmithing? Yeah, but if the all right, let's say it has 20 condition. And every time the condition goes down, it reduces your crit chance by 2%. And it's a weapon, it's a crazy weapon with 40% crit chance by default, right? It's a baseball bat. By the time you hit half condition on that thing, you've lost so much damage potential, knocking zombies down and getting free one-shots from hitting them in the head. Like, the weapon isn't worth using anymore. Just switch to a baseball bat. Time to make a new video with a shelf life of 2 weeks again? Apparently I need to. Yeah, like, the sharpness is just deeply flawed right now. Yeah, they lose stats faster. You sharpen them back up, but actually they're permanently damaged as well. And like the permanent damage is actual like real damage. Because like I can spawn an axe. I mean, I can spawn a bat in and just reduce it, right? And it's fine. It continues to crit just fine. Actually, there's a bat on the ground somewhere here. There it is. Right? Oh man, my 53% crit chance. That's amazing. Let me just damage this thing real fast. Condition 23. Nah, it has a 5 or 6. Sorry, hit the wrong thing on that. Yep, still 53% crit chance. Oh, that was 43 for some reason. Yeah, sharpness needs to be a benefit, not a loss. Ideally, you ought to be able to keep the blade sharp with regular sharpening until something breaks. I mean, like, I feel like sharpness should be a benefit, right? It's an extra thing you have to deal with. It should just be a benefit. Maybe like sharpness under 30% makes the weapon worse, but like sharpness from 100% to 50% shouldn't do anything, in my opinion. It shouldn't reduce anything. It does train your maintenance way faster though. Yeah, it does, but you could also just craft 300 crude stone axes and do it that way too. Did I damage test your heart for the love of your content? No. I could never damage a heart. That'd be mean. No, that's a lie. I'd do that all the time. It was realistic the head would last 30 years on a heavy use. Definitely like an axe that's only used for chopping trees. All you'd ever have to do is sharpen it, basically, right? Maybe replace the handle a couple times. But I feel like that's one of those things where realism doesn't count, because supposed to be a game. It has to actually have game mechanics. Makes a higher sharpness, higher crit chance. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but so like long blunt has really good crit chances. Let me open that back up for you guys. So this row right here is crit chance. The sheet metal bat has 50%. Double blade canoe paddle 50%. I wouldn't count the Morning Star because I think it's a heavy weapon, and we don't like swinging those. But like, you know, there's just a massive list of stuff with like over 30% crit chance. If you go down to bladed weapons, where are they? Did I go all the way past them somehow? I must have. Melee weapons. Long blades. They are all 20% or less. Oh, actually, the katana is 35%. So these are actually, they do a lot of damage, right? So like it's like 2 and 3. So they're going to kill zombies fast, but they're not going to knock them down. So basically all of these weapons are going to hit the 10% crit chance cap, like minimum cap, because of sharpness almost immediately. Yeah, what's the point of the independent head and handle condition if the head condition and the sharpness is basically the same thing? And the funny thing is, actually, I've had a couple instances where the handle has broken insanely fast. So they've actually just added like 3 bars that can all go down way too fast accidentally and ruin your experience. Don't forget all those bladed weapons and massive infrastructure to get. Yeah, we can't craft baseball bats though, but it'd be fun if we could. In the meantime, there's a baseball bat factory. You start making machetes with level 4 welding and a trip to the Riverside factory. Yeah, but you're making a scrap machete, right? Which is a different thing. Let me look real fast. Is it the scrap metal short sword? It doesn't have the same crit as a machete. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's actually as good as the machete, by the way. Wouldn't be surprised if we could craft bats soon. They're gonna nerf bats. I can feel it in my bones. I'm gonna talk about weapons and crit chance and everything, and they're just gonna nerf the bats instead of fixing the other weapons. Because it's like the standout weapon, right? Or I mean, they're gonna nerf long blunt. Sorry, not just bats, long blunt in general. All right, I've been streaming long enough. I will get out of here. I've like completely lost point of what I was doing. I will make sure to write down sharpness loss reduces crit chance. Seemed like 2% per loss or lost unit. Speaking of crits always knocking down, oh, I wasn't showing you guys what I was doing, sorry. Crits always knock down if your weapon swings like a normal one. Short blades don't crit unless it's a jaw stab. Here, little blood. Or little bud. Thanks for the stream of the good information. I mean, I wouldn't call this good information yet because it's kind of randomly generated. But I think most of it's true. If the zombie doesn't start inside weapon range, you have no chance to crit, which also means you can't knock them down with a weapon swing. Shame there's no sandbox setting for weapon degradation. Maybe people should ask for that, actually. Yeah, the short blade crit is just the jaw stab mechanic, and the crit was reused for it, right? It's the same thing like the spears in 41. If you crit, it just automatically kills the zombie no matter how much damage you do. In build 42, if you crit with a spear, it doesn't kill the zombie unless you do enough damage to kill it. And that's why people are like, spears are nerfed. Like, they're still pretty good weapons. They're just normal now, right? They're not just instantly killing zombies for no reason. But I will end the YouTube stream first. And if you want to join the raid on Twitch, then you just have to jump into the Twitch real fast.